Hello guys, and today I'm actually not going to do this, but I'm going to say thank you. Thank you very much for the 25 subs. I'm really saying thanks to especially Addis Pro who influenced me to make a channel, and of course the Skittle Edits, which was like one of the first subs that I ever had. So shout out to them. Really suggest to watch them. And because I just reached the 25 subs, let's create something here, which is the flag map. Exactly. The flag map. Well, let's take out the political and the religious map to reach the flag map. Let's take off the alliances and let's start with the flags. Well, the first nation that we're going to paint is, of course, the Mediterranean Republic, which is all of this. And their flag is going to be... Wait. It's going to be in between pink. No, it's going to be between red and half white. Over here, it's white. This is the flag of the Mediterranean Republic. But there's also an emblem here, which I do not know how to draw, but I think there is... Yeah, there's this... What? Okay, there's this. And we can make it smaller. Okay, this is getting no. Let's keep it with half. This is a flag of the Mediterranean Republic. Now, we're going to make the flag of Portugal. I don't remember much of the Portuguese Republic's flag, but I think I know it. So basically, in the political map, it's this. Okay. Well, there is, of course, the square, which I think... Yeah, it's green. It's this... I think that's this type of green. And there's a bit of a diamond. Wait, there's a diamond in the middle, which is yellow. I just need to make it smaller. I can't make it smaller, that's strange. Let me see what's going on with the... That's strange. It's covering everything. Oops. Okay, that's the color. And then we have the diamond, of course. Oh, it's because of the size. Should be one... What about 100? What about 10? 10. Oops. 10. If the size is 10, this is Portugal, but wait, it's not what you think. It's not the Brazilian flag, because he said that I should add a blue space over here, a blue space, like not a diamond, a rectangle, and in this rectangle and in this rectangle, there are 5 stars. 5. So I'll have to draw 5 stars, which I'm not good at drawing. Not draw, I can make 5 stars, right? Isn't there a star? Yeah. And I just need a white star at size 2. Well, how there are only 3, how the size is small, I'm only going to put 3. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, goodness gracious. And the last one over here. Right? I think it's over here. And this is the flag of Portugal. Now I just want to take out the province map and the main city map, because it's like, this is not unnecessary. And also the puppet map. Oh, it's here. Okay, anyways, this is the map of Portugal. I was going to say Brazil. Then there's going to be the map of Colombia, which is pretty unique. I completely forgot how it looks like. Wait, what? Wait, what? Wait, what? Let's just show the political map. It's so similar? That's strange. Or, no, it's because of the tolerance, it's not 20. It's not 26. Yeah, perfect. Well, as I can remember, there's a red outline. For sure there's a red outline. Size, of course, 500, just to make it easier. Or we can even make it 100. Or even 50. Okay. It's going to be size 50. Or maybe size... Oh yeah, I already erased it, huh? Well, anyways, let's make another square, which is black, in the center, and there's a white star. No, it's a yellow star right in the center. I said star. White star over here. Oh goodness. And it is this size. Let's just paint that. And then I think there's also green triangles. Yeah, there are green triangles around, but they're inclined. So it's a large green triangle over here. It's a dark green, I think, like this color. And we shall paint it, and there's the same thing on the other side, but just like that, exactly like that. And over here, and this is transparent. So what do I do for the transparent part? I think I should do it white. this white area over here is because this is the transparent part. Do not forget that. Okay, and then we also have the colonies. The colony of Brazil has the 5 stars and has, oh yeah, it's green and white stripes on a green background because of the sugar cane. So we're going to add that, and we paint it, and then the rest is going to be green, but I forgot what tone. I think it's dark green. Dark green over here. The 5 stars and the green stripes. So we're going the white stripes actually. So in these, so in this, then in this, there are like 4 stripes. No. Yeah. For a second I thought that it was the opposite. But no, I'm right. Holy. Did I delete part of the flag map? No? Good. Continuing over here. Let's continue with the white stripes. And this one is slightly smaller. I don't have a good sense of scale, okay? My sense of scale is not the best. So I may have a few errors here and there. Wait. It's almost the same size. That's almost the flag of Portugal, of Brazil as a colony. Because I forgot that there's also this part, which are 5 stars, 5 white stars. But there are 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Like this. And for the African colonies, the African colony, it's, I forgot if it's, no, now I remember. It's a green background. Let's already paint that green, but this green with the obvious, with this over here. Wait, I can't do that. I have to keep up with this, but I'm going to add this as the square. So let's paint this. And there's the 5 stars. Here, there's a red, 3 red mountains representing the dunes of the desert. 2. And 3. And then we just paint this too. We paint this area, all of this from below, this and this and this. And above is over here, there's I think it's a yellow line up above. Yeah, it's a yellow line. And that's done. That's it for the colonies and the flags that my friends suggested me to do. So what should I do for the other ones? Well, I know the one for Brisk. Not the puppet. Oh yeah, there's a puppet of Portugal too. And I forgot, and I completely forgot the flag, so I can't do it, sadly. I should do of the Romancian Empire, the Empire of the Romance. But these, is that true? Is that it? Yeah. These, it's always the same flag. So let's do the blue, representing peace. I think I should do blue above, representing peace. And we paint that and that. And we also have, I think, black below from the dead of the many wars for independence. And in the middle there should be white, representing the balance of all of this. It's pretty inclined because I don't know. Ask them. Oh yeah, and there's also a star right in the middle, a yellowish star, representing unity under one flag. This is the flag of the Romancian Empire. Then Brisk has, oops, did something happen? Okay, we should paint Brisk now because it's also an important nation in history. And it has this color for the line, for the, it's bicolor. I think it's the name, bicolor. And below, of course, white with a crown. I just don't know how to draw crowns because there aren't any here for the crown. So what should I do? I should do a yellow rectangle like this. And then I should paint many triangles above it as if it was a crown. I just don't know how to draw well. So this may be a bit crappy. So don't get your hopes high. Sorry. Then there's this. And then there's always the one in the center. These represent the three thoughts of the kingdom, which is gratitude, solitude, and equality. There's none of the three, of course, in the nation, of course. Then there's Anatolia, which is important, and it has purple, they only got purple from the Portuguese, which they stopped trading, which I'm going to talk about that later. It's a rectangle, and it's going to be like this, also with this having white, and then we're going to add the shield, and we'll spin it, of course. I think it's the coat of arms. And how I don't want to draw the coat of arms, I'm of course going to make it pretty small. So this is a flag of Anatolia. Another good country to talk about, of course, Ireland. Ireland has a large empire, and I'm only going to talk about Ireland, not Irish America, nor Irish Africa, just Ireland. And Ireland is going to have a bluish, greenish line over here. Wait, that's not it. Line over here. And also a white line over here. And the rest is going to be vibrant orange. Yes, it's just like the Irish flag, or this is Côte d'Ivoire. I don't know if this is Ivory Coast. Well, we have the Romance Empire, we have Brisk and its empire, we have Anatolia, we have Portugal, we have the Mediterranean Republic, we have the Portuguese colonies, we have Colombia. I think we can do this for now. Again, thank you very, very much, the Skittle Edits and Addis Pro for helping me, for making me create this series, and thanks to the Skittle Edits, that was like one of my first subs. Still, if I wasn't a good YouTuber, I didn't even have a video, just so you know. Well, let's continue with the world. France annexes this part of Iberia, and Portugal is trying to make trade with many other countries. In this trade routes map, you can notice that he's starting to get desperate. Over here, when he starts making individual trade to Colombia, but only Colombia gives this to Brazil for territories. Territories here in Brazil. How will it have territories though? Colombia managed to I'm really sorry here. I did it over here. Well, anyways. What's happening? What the? Oh, I'm in main cities, you dum-dum. Okay. And trade routes again. It's going to make some trade with Colombia. And for that, for Colombia to give a bunch of iron, a bunch of steel to Portugal, they're going to be able to get territories from France, which they already hate. France will think for a while and is going to sell this to Portugal. Wait, I have to see the province. Okay, it's going to gain this province due to economic problems and rebellions. So Colombia will be able to freely annex this region and will be able to annex this main city. Wait, it's going to be able to it's going to be able to annex these provinces, which have a lot of tungsten, which she needs, and she's going to get this territory too, a little bit more, from Brazil. You can already notice the border war, which is sad. Well, Poland has economic instabilities, and there is a revolt here in Bolivia. The insurrections begin here, and the insurrections begin here in what is now Bolivia, and they're going to be able to expand a lot. They're going to be able to get this from Poland. It's going to be able to get this from Poland. And Poland can't do anything because while this is happening, the troops are still leaving, going to Gdansk, and having to pay lots of stuff, and then being able to pass, paying more stuff, paying more stuff, paying more stuff, and then they have to go over here, pay more stuff, and go over here. And at this time, they had already lost the colony, so they just settled there, as if it was their colony again. So Colombia is going to look at that, look what's happening, and invade this part of Bolivia, just to say hello. And how can she get so much money? Well, I made some trade offering for her to offer iron and steel in order for she trades steel, and I give to her money and troops. Well, the Mediterranean Republic, me, invades the North African nation, And it goes bad as hell. Really. So, the maximum they get is this before they're taken out, and the Northern Africans even invade more. So, they're going to lose in the end. This province too. They will lose these provinces, and they will have to pay the war reparations, which is it's a bad loss. But in exchange, the Mediterranean Republic is able to make lots of trades, especially of pearl, creating the Pearl Road. Yes, it's a knockoff of the Silk Road, but don't say anything, okay? Well, the Pearl Road is a trade road, a trade route from all of the Mediterranean, including Galicia. Portugal denied my offer, sadly. They even trade with Brisk, a large enemy. They also trade to Poland, over here. And they also trade from Brisk to the puppet states and even to Romania. And from Romania, they go to Anatolia, and from Anatolia, they go all the way to Babylon. And when they go to Babylon, you know that it's going to expand to the whole world. It goes to Egypt, that goes to Libya, that goes to the Sahara, and to the Sahara, it goes to Ethiopia, and to the Ethiopia, it goes to here, and then it reaches Ireland. They even make a trade agreement in between the Mediterranean Republic and Ireland of, I think, 500 pearls per month. Then they will expand the trade to Gdansk, and the trade will then go to Sweden, and they will go also to Norway. Then they will go to Karelia and Finland. And from Finland, it goes to Novgorod, or Russia. The Pearl Road goes from Babylon to all of the Persian states, including the old Persia. They go to the Indus Valley, and from the Indus Valley, it goes to these states, and from this state, it goes to here, this nation, and then it goes to Tibet, and then the Pearl Road reaches the Mongolians, that then takes it to the capital of this Siberia, that takes it to this Siberia, that then takes it all back to Novgorod. And from Novgorod, it goes south to Crimea, and from Crimea, it goes to this nation, and from this nation, it goes to the Caucasus, that goes to here. And then this goes back to the Mediterranean Republic. They start making trades with Greece, and from Greece to Anatolia. The Pearl Road is pretty large, pretty ginormous, pretty large. And they all, from Tibet, it goes to China, that goes to this nation, that goes to Mongolia again, and from this China, it goes to Vietnam, that goes to Hainan, that goes to Taiwan, that goes to Korea, that goes to this nation. You understand. It goes through all of the world, as you can notice. And now, the Mediterranean Republic is a powerhouse. Then, taking the trade routes away, the Mediterranean Republic will seek revenge on the Northern African civilization. And they clearly do better, but not the best still. When I rolled it, it gave me a 7. Not a 12, which is a complete annexation and all of the resources are taken. Nor 10, which is a just annexation. 9, which is puppet and stuff. But they're going to take significant lands away from Northern Africa. In the end of the treaty, this is what they get. What about the territory over here? Isn't this the capital? Well, this time the Mediterranean Republic is paying for the war reparations, and they create a main city. They create a main city over here. They create a main city over here. Main city over here and here. Now, the Fatimids, I can't call them the Fatimids, right? Oops. I can call them the Fatimids, right? Well, they're going to go here. And that's it. This is it for me, my actions in Northern Africa, this nation. But I also want to destroy the lives of many other nations because it's the 1730s. So they do. They invade, but they keep up with the problems, with the economic problems, and they only get this, and there is a capital change. And then they take the capital to this city and destroy this other city so that they don't take the resources away. Going back to the flag map, now the Mediterranean Republic has a lot of stuff. So what will we do? Like always, we will make this bigger. We're just going to make a line here that splits the Mediterranean Republic's two regions of the flag. And that's it. That's it for the Mediterranean Republic. This is pretty short. I'm really sorry. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you have any suggestions, you can comment, you can go to the polls, you can do whatever you want just to ask for a suggestion, and I'll probably do it if it does not destroy my nation and it does not destroy Portugal or destroys Colombia, because they're protected. Colombia is protected by Brazil and by Portugal and the colonies, France and Italy and Ireland against Scotland. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you very much for the 25 subs, and goodbye.